ran out. I was so hot. I was like trying to get here. So yeah, it's like this sometimes.
All right, so go ahead and introduce yourself
All
now.
right. And then after you have to show me, can we save these lives?
So that's what I was gonna say to you,
Yes.
too. I think, how many subscribers do you have now?
I don't even know.
Because I think in order to save the meeting, yes. Because when
Mounts.
we finished and I went back to look for yours, I
Yes.
didn't see
See,
it
that might
saved.
be it.
And I remember one time somebody wrote me and it said to me, "Oh, could they be a moderator for my live?" And I was like, "No." And I
Uh-huh.
said, "Why don't you go live?" And he was like, "I don't have enough subscribers." And I was like, I didn't know that that was a thing.
Oh,
But I
oh.
think it still helps when you go live in the sense of that afterwards I saw your subscriber count go up from the
Oh,
engagement. So
yes.
maybe it's still, even though it won't save it, they
Okay.
obviously are seeing it,
Yeah. Okay.
but it
Okay.
just won't maybe save it onto the page when you close. Because normally as soon as you finish, it
Yes.
will save it up, upload it automatically.
Oh,
But when I went back, I
oh,
didn't
it
see
wasn't
it.
see. Okay,
Mm-mm.
that makes sense. Okay. So
Yes.
we got work to do.
Yeah, so you guys got to make sure you subscribe. Exactly. Don't just watch
Yes.
and enjoy the content. Make sure that you subscribe to her channel.
Absolutely. We want to be able to bring, more content, and we want people who are not able to join live to be able to watch the replays.
Exactly. In case you missed
Yes.
something good. Because, I mean, we cover a
Absolutely.
lot of topics while we do my retires. So,
Absolutely. Because we already were dropping some gems talking about your
exactly.
curriculum,
Yup.
right? Saying, hey,
Exactly.
have it protected.
And the pros of having a legal team.
Yes,
Mm.
absolutely. Absolutely. Where you can just call them, especially as an entrepreneur, I feel like it's so important to have, representation so that you can be walking the straight and narrow, but also so that you're protected.
Absolutely.
So I think it's important. So my name is Amani Nelson, and I am the CEO of Interlocks. I have invented the world's first stainless steel locking tool. Woo!
You heard that. You heard
Okay.
that first, right? She said, "Put some
Okay.
respect on her name."
Okay. But in Interlocks, we help locticians globally to increase their speed. We help them to shave off retightening time, because what we're doing now is a retightening, right? We help them to shorten that by 30 to 50% with each
Mm.
client. So,
So going a little
yeah,
bit deeper though about that, what are the
yes.
pros of shaving off time? What does shaving off
Oh,
time do?
well, shaving off time, it allows you, the person sitting in the chair, the client,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the loctician, to reclaim your time.
Mm.
What do you want? I mean, I know the conversation's good. I know it's a vibe here. But I'm pretty sure, Charlene, you would not want to be in this chair for 8 hours, 5 hours. I mean, time is money, right? It's time,
Absolutely.
not money. Time is money.
Absolutely.
And so that's why it's important for us to always be working on our speed, because it creates a different type of experience for the client. And it then allows you to have more time to do what it is that you want to do, them have more time to do what they want to do. I mean, time you can't get back.
Absolutely.
Once it has passed, it has passed. It stays in the past. So that's why I feel as though it's important for individuals to learn how to lock and lock quicker. It's funny. I was just talking to someone who I established her locks,
Mm-hmm.
and I was maintaining her locks. And when I went through the process last July of kind of regrouping and having to release some clients,
Mm-hmm.
she was one of the ones who ended up going to another loctician,
Okay.
and so she came back, and today was the first time that I have been in her head since last July.
Okay.
And she was saying to me, she was like, Amini, oh my God, I miss you so much. She was like, you have no clue. She was like, I had some really good experiences with other locticians. They were really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, but I just don't have the time.
Right. To
I
sit
don't
there that
have the
long.
time. And so she was saying, like, one of her retightenings took her 5 hours. 5 hours.
Wow.
Do you want to know how much time it took me to
How long?
do? An hour and a half.
Mm.
An hour and a half.
But even from, like, let's say there's a business owner on here. From a
Yes.
business aspect, I would think that productivity also makes sense, right? Because you're
Absolutely.
able to do more here in
Yes.
less
Less
time
time.
and still leave hours in the day for yourself and for your
Absolutely.
family. So it's a win-win
Absolutely.
for everyone.
It
It's a win for
is.
your client. It's a win for you. It's
Absolutely.
a win for your family. It's a win for your
Absolutely.
pocket. So
Absolutely.
you're not gonna lose
Absolutely.
by
You're
reaching out
not.
to Amini and finding out how she
Absolutely.
does it.
Listen, y'all, I'm letting you know my last cohort, because now we're up to cohort 9. We're going to be kicking off another series then the end of this month. I'm like, I can't believe this is happening, and I love it. Oh my gosh. But before I get into that, so goodness, I was going somewhere with this. So we're talking about the speed. Ba, ba, ba. But at any rate, so the speed, it makes a difference. Oh, I was gonna say this. So I've had my last cohort. I did have a couple of locticians who are also educators in the class,
Okay.
and they were raving about the experience. They were just saying how much they were stretched, and now they're able to go and to teach their students. Using some of the techniques that they learned. So their students are going to come out the game with a skill set that many don't have as
Right.
of yet.
Mm.
As of yet. And so that is going to make a huge difference. As you're coming out the gate, you're new, brand spanking new.
Mm-hmm.
The speed, you need to come having, the confidence, having the skill to help you to expedite quickly.
Right.
You have to. And then once you do that, you're able to increase your prices because it's a premium service at that point. Right. So my question to you, Charlene, if you had a choice of going to a loctician that charged, significantly less, but you were going to be in that chair really, really like for a long time versus someone who charges more, but they got you out really quickly. Which one what do you value more?
I would say for me to get out quickly because the time that I'm sitting there, like let's say if I was there for 8 hours or 5 hours, I could have been working, making money. So even though I pay a little bit more than the other person, I'm able to make up for it with my time. So
Cool. I love it. So yeah, so some of the things that I've been working on as of lately, the speed class, that's a big one. It's pretty cool because the last class I had, I tried out something new.
Okay.
Because with the speed class, I can only accommodate a certain amount of people, like 6 people per class, and you can imagine how I'm not able to service a whole lot of people during that time.
Okay.
So this go around, I decided to have, multiple classes in a day. And so I left one class, took a little half an hour break in some cases, and then logged back on to do another class. And so I was basically teaching last segment, or I should say last series, it was like on Mondays, and it was like 5 classes that day, and I loved it. Oh my gosh, I loved it. And so now I'm doing that again. So that's something that was new and exciting.
You said how long is the class?
It's a 5-week class, and we meet one day a week for an hour and 15 minutes.
15. Okay.
Hour and 15 minutes.
Not bad.
Yeah, and they are noticing significant transformations within their practice. So it's pretty cool. So that's been new. And we were vending yesterday.
Okay.
At the Bushnell Park. Did you go to the Jazz Festival?
No.
It's amazing.
I should have.
You should have. Oh my God. Next year, you know what? Next year you should vend.
Okay.
You should vend next year. Just, for your business to get it out there even more because we are out there. There were a lot of people.
And that was where
Yep, in Hartford, the Hartford Jazz Festival in Bushnell Park.
Oh.
Yep, so it's pretty cool. So we had a good time. I mean, the last day, which was yesterday, it rained. It was wild out there, y'all. It was wild. Somebody on our team was injured. We had to bring them to the hospital. We thought her knee was, knocked out of the socket, but it wasn't. She just, kind of sprung it really bad. So we spent some hours. In, at the hospital.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's pretty intense. Yep. So, yeah. So that's kind of some of the things, and of course, destination tightening experience.
Yes. So wait, did you tell these people what your channel is so that they can?
Oh yeah.
Because she's live on her channel as well, and her camera is better than mine too. So you might want. Our camera is giving, honey. So you might want to check out, and you provide great content because, like you said, you do traveling, you do travel reties. So yeah.
So our YouTube channel is Interlocks. Is ENERLOCKS. It combines the words of energy and locks together.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you can find us on all across all the platforms, y'all. Across all the platforms.
I have to work on that. I have to get on all the platforms. I'm only on Facebook and YouTube.
Really? You're not even on TikTok?
No.
What? No Instagram?
No.
What you say? Yeah, we gonna need you to do that. We're gonna need you to do it.
You know, I'm really not a social media person, believe it or not. The only reason why I still have Facebook is because I love Facebook Market.
Oh yeah.
So if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for Facebook Market, I probably would have deleted Facebook a long time ago. But that seems to be the way, especially with business and to network. So I'm gonna work on it.
I tell you, if I did not have a business, I would not be on social.
Okay.
I would not. My business, if it thrives in, you know, the fact of me being able to connect with people on social media.
Okay.
It's otherwise, you know, and it's free, right? It's free exposure.
Yes.
It makes it easy for people to share your content. I feel like people are more apt to go to a social media page versus a website.
True.
You know what I mean? I feel like I bring people to the website, but that's usually not their first exposure.
So do you regret doing a website then? Because I know someone else, like one of my friends, when I was talking to her about it, she was like, does she regret putting the money in to make a website because she doesn't really use it? But to put it into context, she's a social worker, and I guess how she gets her clients is from like this database. Okay. So that they really are finding her and booking it and everything through this government or state website or database. So she just feels like her website isn't necessary. I see. So do you feel the same way or no?
No, I feel a bit different. I feel as though for entrepreneurs who are in the space of public facing, where you, in addition to that, where you are out there, you know, moving a product or a service, and you are the independent owner, I feel as though having the website, it just gives a sense of, okay, they're a legit company. Right?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I feel as though if I'm going to collaborate with another company, I am going to look at the social media, but I'm also going to look at their website as well. So for me, I feel like there is something to be said about having a website. There are still people who are going to the website. I think that it may be, for me, I think it's a lot of times it's kind of like tied to people who I might consider partnering with, or they are thinking about partnering with me, that they gravitate towards the website. And I do put, you know, I put on the website our products and things of that nature. I know we can put it on, you know, TikTok Shop and, you know, Instagram and the marketplace and places like that.
Yes.
But for me, our brand is a luxury brand, and I kind of want it to not follow the same process as someone would go through to upload, I don't know, a bottle of shampoo.
Okay.
You know, I feel like it adds a level of luxury to it when they go to the website and they're able to order online. Because I've had people say, hey, would you put it on, you know, Amazon? Like, you can sell your stuff really quickly. You'll get in front of a ton of eyes. And I agree. Yeah. I agree with everything they said. Everything.
It just doesn't speak to your spirit to do so.
Howsoever, I feel as though the luxury brands at this point in time, I don't know what the future holds. At this point in time, doesn't belong on Amazon. You know, I feel like
you hear the
luxury car.
Brand,
you're not gonna find that everywhere. It's gonna be at selected places.
Talk that talk.
Just saying.
But so now, by you doing it this way, do you have a person that's designated to do all the packing up and shipping out as you get your orders, or is it whoever who gets to it gets to it?
As of right now, we are in a place of like thinking long term, right?
Mhm.
Because my goal ultimately, not that I want to do this, let me just put it out there.
Mhm.
Not that I want to sell the company,
Mhm.
but I do want to have the company structured such that if I wanted to do that, I
Yeah.
could. And there's just certain things that need to be in place, as a your business, the books got to look a certain way, the your staff needs to look a certain way. So for me, right now, we do have someone who's designated to that,
Okay.
for packaging, but I really need to spend more time in, adding more
Mhm.
staff in
Mhm.
certain areas because I feel as though we would be a lot further in our company.
Okay.
The vision that I have is pretty aggressive for our brand.
Mhm.
The things that we are doing, it's far out there in a good way,
Yeah.
right? But in order for me to do this, I feel as though I need to kind of like line people up in different
Mhm.
areas so
Yep.
that they can kind of like run with it.
Yes. I was just talking to my mentor about this actually about maybe 2 weeks ago. And I
Okay.
was telling her, I know that I'm thinking further out because I have so much things that I have to get
Yes.
approved for
Okay.
that are closer.
Okay.
But my brain can't help but always think all the way out there. Like instead of just thinking
Ah,
here,
I
my brain
see.
is always like to where that tree is as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
And so one of the things I was saying to her is, I just keep thinking about how to build my team, right? Because
Yes.
I'm a person that, you know, essentially you have to trust a person enough to let them come close enough to you to learn about your business, to delegate things to them and take it off
Mm,
of your plate and say, I
absolutely.
trust you to do it and to do it in a way that
Absolutely.
represents me and my name.
Totally.
And I have a hard time with that,
Mm-hmm.
even jobs that I've worked at that okay, you don't have to be present physically, like you could be remote